If you're a sales leader, you're probably being asked by those that you work with, maybe stakeholders, shareholders, or even senior leaders, to be able to create the perfect sales strategy. So guess what? This video is just for you. My name's James White. I'm a small business sales expert. I help people create sales plans and successful sales campaigns that enable them to win more business consistently. And in this video, I'm going to share with you the 8 elements that I think are critical to developing a perfect sales strategy that can enable you and your company to win, to scale, to grow, and achieve everything you want. Let's have a look at the video and let's make sure we get the steps in place for you to hit your perfect sales strategy and make 2022 and 2023 and every year after that a brilliant one. So when I get asked by business people, well, tell me a bit more about your sales strategy, I'm always a little bit intrigued by actually what they mean by the term sales strategy. And so one of the things I wanted to do is to actually just look at what the actual word strategy means. So the actual definition of the word strategy is a plan of action that's designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. It's detailed and it's written down. So the whole idea of having a plan that's written down is something you can use in your business to go and win you what you want to achieve. And that links really nicely into our first point. What is your objective? Is your objective to become the biggest company in your market space? Is your objective to hit £25 million in revenue in the next 5 years? Is your objective to dominate all other competitors out of the market space so that you're the only one left standing? Depending on the objective that you have, so it will affect the sales strategy that you've got in place. And so consider these elements when you're putting together that strategy. What is it that we want to achieve? Over what time period? What's our overall market and business strategy, and how does that fit in with what we're trying to do? Those elements have got to be aligned if you want to make the sales strategy work. And if you've got a different objective in your business to what you're trying to achieve from a sales perspective, things are going to get lost. Be clear about the objective that you've got from a company perspective, and then start to use that as a basis for building the strategy up from there. The second point that's really critical around your sales strategy is these 2 words: your fit with your vision and your mission. So many companies just have strategies to achieve sales success, but yet they don't align their strategy alongside the vision and mission they've got for their business. It took me a long time to realize actually how important these words are when it comes to sales and being successful as a business. And when you have a really strong vision, which is what you want to achieve, and your mission of how you're going to get there, it really captivates and enhances the strategy and the work you do from a sales perspective. When I talk to people about my vision and mission, which is to help business owners all over the world avoid financial anxiety by winning business consistently and building engines that can operate without them, because that helps them spend more time with their loved ones and family members, people go, wow, okay, that makes sense. And why are you so passionate about sales? Well, I'm on a mission to help business owners and sales professionals get more success so they can spend better time with their loved ones and with their kids and their partners and people they care about. Because when you're successful in sales, you just spend better time with those people. So that's my vision and mission. So my sales strategy is all about how can I make that happen? How can I support those elements? And the 2 align. My objectives of what I want to achieve in my business align with my mission and vision. And again, if there's a difference between the 2, it's going to look strange if you say you want to be this type of company, but then your sales objective and your plan for what you're trying to do is different. It's going to look weird. Make sure these elements are aligned. They should be your core compass for enabling your business to grow and develop. So the third element around your perfect sales strategy relates to your marketplace and the direction of that marketplace. Where is your marketplace going? Let's say you're in the sales training market space. I know, for example, in my marketplace, we're going to see a lot more virtual reality in the next couple of years. People after COVID have faced that they can't do things face to face because people are worried about the impact of things. And so therefore, there's going to be a lot more stuff done online and basically maybe in the virtual reality world. It's not maybe happening right now, today, as I stand here in 2022, but it's going to be something over the course of the next few years that's going to become more and more important. So I've got to take that into account and understand how I can make sure that my sales strategy is aware of what's going on. What are the disruptions or the innovators in your space looking to do, and how are they taking your marketplace? Whatever it is you're doing, you have to be in tune with what the marketplace is doing. And I suggest you look to read articles or attend webinars or listen to podcasts of people talking about your marketplace, whether you're in energy, whether you're in services, advertising. Our strategy is about something that we can have as a plan for longer term action. And so the last thing we want to do is create something that then hasn't taken into account something big that's changing your world. Have a little think around, maybe do a SWOT analysis of the strengths and weaknesses around your marketplace. Or maybe think about what I would call the pest factors, political, economic, social, technological, that can change what you're doing. So the fourth key thing you've also got to think about when it comes to your strategy is your value proposition. What is it that you guys offer that's so unique or so different in the marketplace? And actually, how does that change or affect with the way your marketplace is going? And how does that fit in with your vision and values and what it is you offer? What is it so unique about your business that you do that makes your potential clients and the clients you haven't even talked or thought about speaking to right now think, yeah, this is really strong? Someone once said to me, is your business a vitamin or a painkiller? I'll repeat that. Is your business a vitamin or a painkiller? And therefore, your value proposition is around the pain and the challenges that it solves, or how does it help people achieve things? You've got to know where you're really good, but you've also got to be honest with yourself and say, where are you not very good? If you start to talk about a sales strategy in areas where you're not particularly strong, where you've not been able to look at your own weaknesses and see where you really have some challenges, then the chances are you're going to fail in that strategy and that approach. Look to match your value proposition and the way you operate it alongside that strategy. If you're known for delivering really high quality services, then focus that rather than necessarily maybe on a high volume model. Or if you're focused actually on being able to deliver things really quickly, then it might mean that that might affect your quality offering. Define what your value proposition is. What is the unique bit that makes you special as a company? And take that into account and put it in place when it comes to the strategy you have. So I've talked about this one a lot, but it's so critical whether you're developing a sales plan or any sales campaign, and it's so critical when it comes to a sales strategy. That's your target customer. Don't be a business, especially if you're a small business that just tries to be everything to everyone. It's what cost me in my previous company, and I really hope you don't go down that same mistake. I'm not saying that you have to only sell to that group of people. You can have a focus on that group of people in order to win business. And it's so much easier within your sales strategy to know who you're perfect for and why you're perfect for them and how you make a difference in their world than just to go after anyone and hope that things come into place. Hope is not a strategy. And hope is what bad companies and sales professionals that have no idea of their plans and what they're trying to do, and it ends up wasting them time. It costs them so many hours. It means they lose the time with their loved ones and the people they care about, which is what I want to avoid. Make sure you know your target customer, who you're perfect for and why, and who you're not perfect for. What makes them not right for you? And be prepared to walk away or say in your sales strategy, we're not going to focus in this area. We are going to focus in this area because we've got this strength and these case studies and this resource. We're perfect fit for that marketplace and where that customer is going. Know those elements. It's so important. If you do, you're going to help develop a strategy that's going to get you success. So I'm a big believer in making sure that you lead rather than follow. But I'm also conscious, and you have to be aware of what's going on in the landscape competitively around you. Who else is out there? What are they offering, and how does that differentiate with what you do? And maybe does that sometimes give you some thoughts as to what might go into your sales strategy? I really admire the companies that are so gung-ho about what they do that they don't take any competitive elements into account. But I'd really encourage you just to have a think about it. Because guess what? Your prospects and the people you're talking to are definitely going to be looking at some alternatives. Or they're going to be wondering how other people might be doing what you do. I've had people say to me, we're on our own, there's no one that does what we do. But part of that competitive landscape might be the status quo of doing nothing. That's your competition. And you're better off to address it within your strategy than hope that it doesn't exist and then find that the sales work you're doing doesn't work. Know where you compete, know where you win, know where you lose, so you can then choose the right time and effort and work to put in to make sure that the strategy you take focuses on where you're good and get a better chance of success. So once you've identified your objective and your fit and the key elements around where your marketplace is, you've got to then work out what that sales team structure looks like. How are you going to go and get engagement with those potential clients? For example, if you sell services to the farming industry, then whilst some farmers are certainly moving online, most people are going to have to go on site to see the farmer. And that's going to mean you're going to need to put together an outside sales team with cars and resources in place to go and engage with that audience. Your structure will depend around the elements that you put in place here and the competitors and what other people are doing. And if you then start to define how many people you need and what type of people and what level of skills you need, it's going to be a massive factor in putting the right strategy in place. I'm working with a client at the moment who has a strategy to engage some absolute massive players in their marketplace. I call it whale hunting. They are literally going after some of the biggest people in their industry. And guess what? The strategy for doing that isn't just picking up the phone and doing stuff on Teams. They're having to fly around the world and engage with these people because the potential value for their strategy is worth millions. So therefore they're having to invest time and money in taking the right actions in this area. Whatever the key aspects, and we can help you at Small Business Sales Academy come up with the right structure that works for your company. The reality is you've got to make sure that structure is there to know how you're going to engage with your potential clients and how you're going to bring them across the line. That structure is critical. It's so vital. If you don't put it in place and if you try and do the strategy without knowing that, you're going to potentially get it wrong and waste huge amounts of time and money, and I want to avoid you doing that. And the final element around a perfect sales strategy relates to compensation. Salespeople like to have compensation plans. They like to know how they're going to earn money and be incentivized to be able to become successful. And it needs to form part of your strategy. There's no point trying to be a leader in a business and trying to create something that achieves big numbers and goals and market position without actually paying the salespeople that make that happen. The salespeople are the spear of your business arrow, and they're there to go and make things happen and to get results, and they need to be compensated for that. And that compensation plan is essential. You have to put it together and make sure that it works for the people that you work with. Little tip for you, I always say to people that I work with, give your salespeople the ability to earn an unlimited amount of money for the success and the things they do. Don't limit them on what they can achieve, because you won't want to limit your sales strategy. You'll want to achieve as much as you can, so let them do the same thing. And it's going to help you and your business get the results you want and put in place a sales strategy that not only is in place that people like and admire, but that can help you win. So these are the elements around creating the perfect sales strategy. I hope they've helped you. I hope they've given you some insights into what I think are critical factors to winning business consistently for you and your company. Thanks for watching the video. My name is James White, small business sales expert and the founder of the Small Business Sales Academy. I look forward to sharing more videos with you really soon.